Is it safe to run code from the actions? How secure is code execution in relation to the privilege level it applies to the artist's machine? Code execution refers to the execution of the actions we have in the system, and it is always determined by the permissions of both the person who writes the action and the person who executes it. First of all, the creation and editing of system actions are restricted only to production staff who have administrator status. This is a very high-level role with full permissions within the system. These administrators have the ability to generate new actions or modify existing ones through version control or validation mechanisms. Ideally, when performing a verification, the workflow is as follows. For example, in the case of an action that imports links, you have version control in place. The version currently deployed in the system appears in green. You can create a different version and execute it locally to verify that the action works correctly. When you determine that the new version is better than the previous one, you simply activate it and it is immediately deployed to all users simultaneously. This type of modification can only be performed by administrators within the company managing the system. There is one exception to this rule. Due to the level of privilege involved, any action of the backend type, which is identified by its specific icon, is executed on the server environment. Therefore, it requires an even higher privilege level. These backend actions can only be executed by system administrators on our side. The system includes a very extensive catalog of actions available in the Actions section. In this catalog, we already provide many predefined actions with core functionalities such as notifications, task deletion, shot delivery, status changes, render submission, and other operations commonly used in day-to-day production workflows. As a result, clients typically do not need to create these actions themselves. Even so, these actions allow users to view the code that will be executed on the back end, which makes it possible to verify that no inappropriate code is being run. We also regularly publish many of these actions in what is known as the Code Gallery. Within a project, the Code Gallery contains a dedicated publication section where actions are documented and shared with full technical details. If we navigate to backend actions, we can see examples such as how to create a task in ShotGrid, how to perform a publish operation, and other related workflows. Here, we can review the execution code and understand how it runs at a pseudocode level. There is an important detail worth mentioning. Even when an action performs a publish operation in ShotGrid, the code itself does not contain any security credentials. Why is that? Because the initialization of ShotGrid is handled through an environment variable, a system variable, or a company-level attribute. This means the code does not contain any embedded security credentials. As a result, we can use generic variables that remain secure and reusable across the rest of the system.